When I was young, my life was defined by chaos. The third memory I have is pulling out of the driveway and watching my father wave my mom and us kids goodbye with tears in his eyes. Too young to understand the impact of this moment, too innocent not to believe the stories I've been told. The next 15 years of my life, I just remember this underlying feeling of panic, of fear. Even in the good memories, it was always there. We were always on the brink of destruction, always on the edge of the abyss. When a young kid feels trapped, with nowhere to go, they're left with few options. So I withdrew inside myself almost entirely. As I look back on my younger years, it's as if I remember more of my internal world than my external. My memories consist more of my imagination than they do of the life I wish so desperately to escape. The brain is a powerful machine, programmed by God to know what it needs to do to survive, to save the soul that lies within. But as I grew older and the need to survive no longer existed, I found it nearly impossible to shut this defense mechanism off. The closer I got to dwelling in the reality everyone else did, the more pain and darkness would consume me. All the emotions and the sorrow I had been protected from as a child suddenly came into focus, a great weight that sat on my chest, too scared to face it, too slow to ever run fast enough. Just when I thought I would never escape this darkness that followed me from childhood, I found the key to my freedom. Rather, God led me straight to it. When I say the word baptism, water is probably the first thing that comes to mind. It's a symbolic representation of passing from one life to another, of leaving the old you behind and embracing the renewing of your soul. For me, I was baptized by the mountains, by the swaying of the trees and the setting of the sun. They provided a place for me to grieve, a place for me to lose my mind apart from the judgment of others in order to find the spirit within. I was buried so long ago. They provided a firm foundation on which to stand, and despite my feelings of sorrow or the tears I shed upon their peaks, they remained steadfast through it all, something I had never experienced from another human being. Most importantly, they provided a physical representation of the love Christ has for me, a love I didn't think I deserved. They brought me home. Oftentimes when discussing my adventures with others, they portray it as a hobby, as a pastime, as recreation. But if people truly understood the power that lies in those hills, there wouldn't be a man left in the cities. I bring you this message to provide you with hope. If you're at your wit's end, if every path this modern world has to offer you has led you astray, and you find yourself at a rock bottom you don't think you can bear, return to God's creation, and Christ will meet you there.